Hello, my name's John. This is Basement Tapes number 204. That 70s Card Show. Here to talk to you about the great year of 1970 and all the fine things that happened in the sports card market back then. This is, again, Basement Tapes episode number 204 for your listening pleasure. Hey, everybody, it's me. 1970 Tops insert posters. These are baseball posters. I have 24 of them, which most would consider a completed set. Let's see what Beckett has to say about this. 1970 Tops raised its price per package of cards to 10 cents, and a series of 24 color posters was included as a bonus to the collector. Each thin paper poster is numbered and features a large portrait and a smaller black and white action pose. It was folded 5 times to fit into the packaging. Each poster measures 8 and 11/16 by 9 and 5/8 inches. I think I put these into 10 by 14 top loaders because it's the best way to display them. If you can't see them, why do you got them? 24 cards, $3.38 a pop, average value, total value of $81. There are $30 to $60 complete sets, according to a Beckett OPG. Let's look at the top ones in here. There is a sneaky one in there that my boy Mark Hoyle taught me about, but number one is Roberto Clemente, followed by Johnny Bench, and then a whole bunch of $5 posters like Brock McCovey, Frank Robinson, and Rod Carew. Tons of great players in here, tons of fun stuff to look at, and again, the posters are huge, probably as big or maybe not, but close to being as big as anything Topps had issued. I know they had a poster as well, I think in 1969. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, I have all these, and I'm darn skippy happy about it. Teams represented here are the Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Angels, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Twins, Expos, Mets, Yankees, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Pilots, Cardinals, and the Senators. No errors or variations. Hall of Famers abound. There are 8 of them. Well, maybe not abound. Necro, Brock, Santo, McCovey, Bench, Robinson, Carew, and Clemente. No rookies. These are inserts. The comments say nothing, not a darn thing. The packaging is the same as the other packaging that you would have gotten from the 1970 Tops that we talked about. Folded 5 times, these bad boys were. No trivia either. I can add some trivia here, thanks to my, again, Mark Hoyle friend up there in the Massachusetts colonies. Don Michener has a picture of Carl Yastrzemski in action on it. So I collect the Don Minchers by default, thanks to Mark Hoyle. Let's go to card number 1. Paper thin poster here. All sorts of colors represented. They used all 4 printer heads on this. Joe Horland, Chicago White Sox pitcher. Phil Necro, classic Atlanta Braves hats there. I love that scripted hat. Number 3 is Willie Davis with the Los Angeles Dodgers. 4 is Lou Brock with the Cardinals. Lou sliding in the second, perhaps third, maybe even home in his black and white action photo. Ron Santo is card number 5 with the Cubbies. Ken Harrelson, the Hawk, is with the Cleveland Indians in number 6. And if you look at his action photo, it clearly says on the back of his uni, Hawk. Vested uni, I should say. Willie McCovey watching a ball go by, possibly a grand slam. He hit many of them. Rick Wise, the Phillies pitcher. Andy Messersmith is the California Angels representative. Ron Fairley is a Montreal Expo, and he is possibly somewhere between singular and bilingular at this point. Johnny Bench, wow, look at that stretch for the catch in his action pose. And, of course, that world-famous red striped Cincinnati white ball cap. Frank Robinson with the Orioles. Looks like he was fooled on an inside pitch, but I'm sure that ball went bye-bye. Tommy Agee and his massive eyebrows are on number 13. Roy White, the Yankees of the Horace Clarke era. Roy White is batting. He's the guy who stuck it out. So if you look at the Yankees during that era, Roy White's the guy that stuck around for a ring or two. Larry Dierker, with the Astros. Rod Carew with the Twins. What is he playing? He's at second base at that point still, folks. So second base. There's Don Mincher with the Seattle Pilots, and there is Michael Yastrzemski, taking a pitch low and outside, it looks like, because Carl Yastrzemski hit everything else well. Ollie Brown with the San Diego Padres. Downtown Ollie Brown, we used to call him Philadelphia. He may have hit one home run his entire Philadelphia Phillies career. Ed Kirkpatrick with the Kansas City Royals. Looks like he's being tagged out by his own ear or avoiding his own ear in that photo. Reggie Smith, number 8 for your Los Angeles Dodgers during the 70s and possibly the Cardinals. But at this point, he was still a Boston Red Sox player, and I assume a right fielder. Bob Clemente, still on that Bob phase. He is number 21, which is apropos because I believe if you turn him around, you'd see 21 clearly written on the back of his jersey. Frank Howard is wearing not one but 2 hats and 1 pair of glasses, and he's trotting around the field. Most likely he's running out a ground out to first base, but or he could be hitting a home run, or maybe he's running from a pack of bees at RFK Stadium. Frank Howard, love that helmet you're wearing. Bert Campaneris is the A's representative. Imagine if these had come along a little later on, all these beautiful, beautiful inserts. There'd be a whole different bunch of A's on those things. Denny McClain, that rascal, he's card number 24, your last and final player. So even though Topps had a hard time getting new photos back at this late 60s, early 70s, they were still popping out these inserts. The Denny McClain looks like a perfect example of an early career photograph of him, because by then he probably had a 5th and 3 packs of cigarette a day habit, carried a gun, played organ, did all those things. But in his photo here, he just looks like probably an accordion player, chewing bubble gum and drinking some great Tang. So that's the 1970 Topps posters inserts from your folks there in Brooklyn, New